Welcome to the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm Michelle Wright, your host and fellow traveler on this journey of self-discovery. This podcast is designed for women navigating life transitions and yearning to embrace their true selves. I'll be sharing my personal journey from navigating the complexities of divorce and blending families to reshaping my career to something that resonates with my soul. With 3 decades as a teacher and mentor, I'm here to share insights, heartfelt stories, and practical strategies. Together, we'll explore how to cultivate self-love and create the vibrant, fulfilling life you deserve. Join me each week as we dive deep into the art of living authentically. Welcome to the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm Michelle Wright, your host, and I'm so glad you're here. Today is mid-month soul messages. This is a time when I've pulled cards, I've done some intuitive channeling with my spirit team, and I invite you to do the same. We just get an opportunity in the middle of the month to look at where our energy is at and where we're headed. And this month, at this time, this week, it is especially powerful. So on Tuesday, the 17th, we have our solar eclipse. It's also a time when we're moving from the year of the snake into the year of the fire horse. So this is a karmic time. This is a time when we start to have shifts that can come up in our life. And then in this same week on the 20th, we have a conjunction with Saturn and Uranus. And so once again, Uranus is this energy that creates shifts specifically in our own life, in our own chart, that helps us move forward. So be curious this week. What is happening? What is happening to those around you? And what is happening with yourself? So for me, for those around you, what it looks like is one of our kids called and said, "Oh my goodness, I just had the most amazing meeting with my supervisor, and they recognized my hard work. They recognized my leadership. And I've been doing that for the last 9 months in this job that I've been having and not worrying about the accolades. I've just been doing it, showing up and doing it." And he got this beautiful acclamation. And for myself, I had this week, I had a diagnosis. I've been having a sore shoulder, and I thought I had just tweaked some muscles, but it looks like this is frozen shoulder, which, happens to only a few, but it happens mainly to menopausal women. And it is when the inside of the shoulder starts to thicken around the joint, and then scar tissue starts to form. And so it really restricts the movement. And it's coming into freezing, and then it's frozen, and then it thaws, and actually can be anywhere from 6 months to 2 years as you journey through this. Incredible. Amazing. And when I say that is like, are you kidding me? Like, we finally finished with our periods. And these are some of the things that we get to encounter as the estrogen shifts in our body. I say that tongue in cheek. And I say it as a reframe. So for you, I was looking forward to this solar eclipse and the karmic pathways that are happening. And for me, what's also happening at the same time is I am moving in to my Saturn return for the second time. And so Saturn is it's the eternal teacher. It's the one who says, are you learning what you needed to learn? And for me, it's in my 9th house. It's in my highest mind. It's in really choosing. So for me, what I'm going to talk about is it's choosing to look at the wisdom of life and to do exactly what I'm doing, which is to share it out. And it is getting me through different life experiences to really shift and reframe, whether it's happening to me. And I would say for the first part of my life and even up until my 40s, I had a lot of that fearful scarcity mindset, victim consciousness that I was really in. And I was very spiritual, had a lot of prayer, but the practice in prayer was really about going out to having divine intervention. And instead, what I shifted in my life and really started to shift in my 40s was shifting it to actually coming back and really coming back into me and my own inner journey and figuring out, how is it happening for me? So what does this look like? If I'm finding that this is really difficult, how is it happening for me? How can I be curious? And this is where you will see that I embarked on another marriage at 42. And there were challenges in that. So yes, it had some of the elements of this. I met my soulmate. It was so quick. It was just so natural. And then we moved into blending a family, which can be challenging and difficult. And really looking at, for me, my need for control and then my lack of control. And how do I work with that? So this is my for me. This is what's happening for me as I've worked through this. So it has been so curious. So then I come for myself here and I say, okay, it's this karmic reset. Oh, this is going to be looking at the next kind of evolution. And I have frozen shoulder. And I'm like, the heck? What do you mean I have frozen shoulder? I was like expecting some different things. Isn't that true of all of us? So I'm stuck in my duality. If I'm good, I'm going to get good things. If I'm bad, I'll get bad things. And it's not that. This is that reframe. It's all happening for me. What's happening for me? I started to really dig into and started just to Google, how is it connected to the chakras, the shoulder? How is it connected to energetically? So Louise Hay has some information, and I found some chakra information. And do you know what? It's spot on. This is about me in my solar return, really moving into a place of understanding me, and it is coming more deeply inside of me. So I have 2 words that came for me that I want to embody in this next iteration, and however long that is, which is strength and balance. So I don't know this for you in this week and as well in April. What are you embodying? What are you looking to create? If there's great things happening or not great things happening, what are you moving towards? So with my strength and my balance, some of the indicators, especially with the shoulder, are with the heart or with the throat chakra. And for me, it's with the heart, and it's the receiving, and it's the controlling. And so I recognize that this is for me to come within and recognize no matter what happens, I have the strength to respond. I have the strength to deal with anything. And it doesn't mean that I'm gaslighting my feelings about the frozen shoulder. It is difficult. It is hard. There is pain involved, and there is disillusionment. And yet, do you know what? Frozen shoulder doesn't mean it's stuck to your side. For me, and it is different for everyone, I have a range of motion. And I recognize I do a lot with my left hand. I actually reach for things, do things with my left hand. And I need to now shift and do things with my right hand. It's rebalancing. It is looking at moving with this hand. I can still lift weights. I just can't lift heavy weights because if I do, it really starts to hurt my shoulder. I can swim and do the front crawl. I just can't reach out as far as I used to. I have to, with my left arm, go closer to my body and pull, but I can still do it. I can still ride my bike. I can still run. I just don't have my full range of motion. And for me, this is looking at finding this self-love, and that's what that comes to. This self-love that even as things are constricted around me, I have strength and I'm in this place of empowerment, this place of I am whole, I am complete as I am. Even in these restricted places, I can still do everything that I want to do. And that is the for me, where I think there's often where I sit in a scarcity mindset. And as much as I'm shifting it, I can fall back into it. And this solar return for me is about really embodying this truth of I have the strength and I have the balance to deal with difficult, to deal with happy. And in the end, it doesn't matter because there's that dualistic thinking and I'm shifting it and reframing it and saying it's all for me. It doesn't matter what's happening. I get to experience, I get to learn, I get to use my right hand, and I'm not. The thing is that I am right-handed, so it's not challenging. It is different. And this is where it's allowing me to move back in and allow these shifts of differences to come into play without the dualistic thinking of good and bad. I failed or I can't do it. And I have to tell you that the last couple of days were a little bit depressing as I listened and I've been learning more about the frozen shoulder and recognizing that there's nothing that I can do about it. It's a journey, and how long it takes is just how long it takes. And the likelihood that it might come into the other shoulder is about 50%. And as well, for me, it's autoimmune. So I am already dealing with another autoimmune. And autoimmune is once again about self-love. It is really about attacking oneself. And so it is this second invitation for me at the heart center to receive all for me and to not judge and to recognize that this journey that I wanted to be on is going to have ups and downs and challenges and restrictions. And within that, I can express my highest view of who I am. If there are aspects of this that resonate with you or resonate with someone around you, I invite you to embrace that. Embrace the pictures that come for you. If you know there's someone else, I'm going to ask you to like this video, subscribe. It helps me, and share it with that person that needs to hear. So I pulled some cards, and one of the first cards I pulled from Old Magic Way is Pathways. So at this time, there's different pathways that are opening up for us. And I can see that for myself. In my story, you can see my different pathways. Is it happening to me, for me? How am I moving forward? And I know my pathway is coming into a strong sense of inner strength and balance. And that's my pathway. That's how I'm moving into no matter what's happening in my life. This is a deep internal journey that I am going on. And in this week, it's really talking about, or this is the last part of the month, it's talking about obstacles. So in the Tao Oracle, I'm going to read them just in case if any of these words really resonate with you. It's about unexpected obstructions, frustrations, difficulties, feelings of hopelessness, struggle, discouragement. So it's recognizing for me, so I definitely can see that in my story. It's also recognizing for you what is happening for you. So if you see these obstacles, if you see these frustrations or challenges, I want you to lean in. When we have this Saturn, when we have this conjunction, we're being asked to lean in. We're being asked in this karmic eclipse to lean in and really figure out what's happening for us. What can we shed from the snake, the year of the snake, and what can we move forward with? This is yet another time. And I know I've been listening to Sabrina Rewilding, and she has she is a very animated speaker, and I just love her for that. And she's talking about it's going to get fast, and she's talking about shedding that which is closest and deepest within us as we move forward. Because Antelope Spirit from Colette Baron Reid, life is going to be speeding up. This is your time to let go, to cut these ties and recognize what you want to create in your life. I want to create strength and balance. I want to create a deep strength that is based on self-love and not on scarcity and a dualistic thinking that means when things are not happening in my life the way I want them, it's because I've done something wrong. And recognizing that it is all this acceptance and delight in the experience of what it is. Delight in, isn't it interesting? I'm being asked to move in a different way in my body. I'm being asked to move in a different way in my life, in my spirituality, in my thinking. So it's actually happening within my body, and it's happening for me spiritually and intellectually. So I don't know what's coming up for you and what's speeding up in your life. With the miracle, the Spirit Oracle, beautiful, it's about acceptance. You can let go now, surrender to what is. So it's about letting go, water, non-resistance. And I had to pull, what am I surrendering into? If you can hear a little sound, it is my beautiful cat right beside me playing with her toy. So that is happening. And it's surrendering to the belief of scarcity. It's this belief that the universe is asking you to open up to infinite nature of abundance. So surrender your belief in scarcity. What does that mean for me? Belief in that if I can't move, instead of being curious how I can move differently and where I can grow because I'm being asked to move in a different way. That's abundance because that's growth. That's delight, acceptance, and not being constricted. That's allowing myself to explore and expand. So the same is for you. There is a certain aspect in your life or those around you where they are being asked to surrender and let go, to just let it speed up, to just say yes to what is happening around you. And if you find yourself constricting, then what is the scarcity? What is the scarcity that you are holding on to? The belief. And scarcity comes with fear, anxiety. It's not for me. I need to control it. It's not going to happen. Good things don't happen to me. That's what scarcity feels like. And you're surrendering. You're surrendering and letting go of that thinking. And instead, you're moving into thinking that is curious. I find curiosity really helps me. I find it's moving into expansion. It's moving into light and flow and water, air. Allowing yourself to move in different ways that you haven't before. And wherever you feel yourself stuck, surrender and move with it instead of against it. So mid-month February, these cards fit exactly with the astrology that's happening. I'm excited to hear from you how your life is shifting, how your life is changing. Send me a DM at michellewright.co. If you need guidance, I do Monday morning copy and cards, and I do Friday navigating with astrology and cards on my YouTube. If you can't come, if you can't make it, just send me a DM and I'll do a reading for you. I'll help you. I'll guide you. Send me your name, your question. And if you don't know what your question is, just send me the topic. Maybe it's health, maybe it's relationships. And all I need to do is I'll just look at the cards And I'm going to talk to you about what I see. But the most important part of the message is you listening to your own soul, you listening to your own intuition. Whatever words, phrases, or connections come up for you from the messages I share with you, they're meant for you. And it's trusting that, trusting your own spiritual sovereignty and how this can help you grow and move forward in exactly the way that you are designed. Until next time, keep leading with your soul. That wraps up another episode of the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm so grateful you chose to spend this time with me. As you navigate your own life transitions, remember to be gentle with yourself and embrace the journey. If you found value in today's episode, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Join me next week for more insights and inspiration. Until next time, keep leading with your soul.